We are here today at the Pendulum Hotel in Manchester to check out one of their compact double rooms. It's famously named Pendulum after that large ornamental Orco-style pendulum that sits in the hotel's main lobby area. Pendulum Hotel was previously known from 1992 as the Western Building Hotel, then from 2004 as the Days Hotel, which back then it was better well known as a uni student facility and conference centre. But now, since 2014, it was rebranded the Pendulum Hotel, and our room today, well, it's situated up on the 4th floor. And by the way, when they mention a compact room, they certainly wasn't kidding. Okay, so I guess that the bathroom is sitting behind this sliding door. Directly opposite, you have this long dress mirror. I don't know what this opening's for though. Maybe an ironing board supposed to sit in there, I don't know. In the compact living space, we have again, compact double bed. Wow, the mattress though does seem a little bit dated. And there's only a simple mattress topper and bedsheet fitted. Nope, no mattress protector or anything like that. But I will say that the bed does feel not too bad actually. So in, well, the far corner, we've got this corner desk. We do have a facial mirror adjacent to the bed. And I did think on the left side of the bed that this was some type of storage unit, but they must have just quite simply boxed in some of the pipes for the bathroom maybe. I must admit, some furnishings do seem quite dated. I'd say early 2000s, but we do have some of the most convenient accessories we need for a one-night stay. For example, an ironing board, desk lamp, plenty of plug sockets to charge your mobile phone, and quite a lot of tea and coffee, some nice complimentary biscuits. And a typical travel kettle. Now, the Pendulum Hotel does in fact serve food in the conservatory garden bar on the ground floor. They do have light bites, desserts, and a mixture of main courses. Ooh, Bengali spiced king prawns. Yeah, I think my missus might like that. The prices, they're not too bad. I mean, I've seen cheaper dishes in some of the local hotels within the vicinity of the area. And I've got to say, in this room, you do get only one chair. And, well, I can just about angle myself and sit quite comfortably on it, although it is a bit sloped towards the front area of the chair, you know, like one of those work chairs that are not supposed to keep you comfortable on your break. Well, it's like one of those chairs. So it seems like the heat from the radiator that's fitted on the wall underneath the desk, the heat is exhausted upwards through that little vent that is built in to the rear end of the surface of the desk area. Dust test? Yeah, all good here. By the way, we do get some extendable storage to the left side of the desk. It simply rolls out and you can fit maybe a small suitcase or small bag. In regards to the view, there's just a view of the courtyard down below. There's a few odd things about that courtyard as well. I mean, it's nice to see that there's a dumped fridge out there. Yes. One thing I will say is just now they have a bit stingy when it comes to the bath towels. And hey, that's a first. Finally, we've visited a hotel where there is a Holy Bible tucked away within one of the drawers. Now the TV does host only terrestrial TV channels, so I'm afraid that there's no smart TV features here. But you know what, let's go over and check the bathroom out. Ah, okay, so the bathroom does seem quite modern, clean, and crisp looking. It is, again, super compact. It has featured this semi-recessed basin. Oh, that's cosy. And hey, they got some pretty decent Gilchrist and Soames hand wash. We get some on-point toilet tissue. I guess nasal tissues should have been placed within this little area right here. And oh, you know what, I take it back. We do get some more towels, so they're not stingy after all. But by the way, this bathroom does have good ventilation. Nope, no damp in here. And I'd probably say that the shower at a push could hold 2 people, but 1 person comfortably. The shower pressure is not that great, to be honest. There was a bit of leakage coming from the shower connection, which is a shame. And I forgot to mention, within this room, you are supplied with a full hotel itinerary. And for your information, if you're driving to the Pendulum Hotel, you can park at the NCP Circle Square car park on Oxford Road, drive and leave your car there, and when you leave the hotel and you go to pay, the Pendulum Hotel, when you first check in, should have given you a code that you can enter either on the app or directly at the NCP car park. Enter it before you pay, and you should get a very considerable discount on a 24-hour stay. Now as we go down to the lobby area, you can take a look at that massive pendulum. It stretches all the way up and is fitted right direct to the roof of the 5th floor. It's actually quite fascinating.
Doors closing. First floor.
Ah, so it looks like that's one of the conference rooms. Yeah, it's pretty big. By the way, this is one of the other meeting areas. Obviously, it's not set up just yet. And around the hotel and lobby area, there are plenty of chill zones, sofas, and nice relaxing seats where you can chill and have a drink on your own or with a partner or friends. But you know what, we didn't actually eat at the hotel. Instead, we headed out to the Tops Chinese Buffet on Nicholas Street in Manchester. They do have a massive selection of food. It's all you can eat, but because it does get quite busy with families and, kids, it's not the most romantic place to take your partner with in the evening, no. Great for families and celebrations, and it's certainly very noisy, but the prices are very decent.
A believer like a feature at the cinema. Then we gotta keep it all a secret like the Pentagon. All these peeping times, people asking me what we've been on. I know that it's bond, they just wishing they could watch it glow, watch it go through the fire like the Shaka song.
Now returning back to the Pendulum Hotel, we did notice this statue of Lucia Pacioli, who is once known as the father of accounting. The statue basically stands as the pendulum's venue symbol of balance, knowledge, and innovation, welcoming them academic guests. Now, before we return to our room, we grabbed a few drinks at the garden bar. They do have adequate seating. and I do see that this garden courtyard area will be packed during peak summertime. Oh, and by the way, it looks to me like they do outside cooking too, due to the wood stove that's situated outside. Now it's kind of late, I'm going to go up and get some shut-eye. And I want to get up early to get some of that English breakfast. Morning guys, what a way to start the day, a full English breakfast. This was included within our price of the hotel. You can choose not to have it should you wish. But let me just tell you the price for a one-night stay here at the Pendulum Hotel. Checking in at 3 PM and checking out the very next morning at 11 AM. Well, it cost us £58. That's including breakfast for 2 people. Now, the hotel rooms might be compact. But again, there's loads of chill zones around the lobby area that will certainly make you feel quite comfortable during your stay. But one thing I would like to say is they do not have a gym or fitness centre here. But honestly, what do you think? Have you stayed at the Pendulum Hotel and what's your experience staying here? Comment in the comment section just now. And if you'd like to support us, please like this video, subscribe to this channel right now, bearing in mind to hit the bell notification option so you guys will stay updated on our very next hotel review. Well, I hope this quick review helped. Make your decision whether to stay at the Pendulum Hotel, and until next time, I'll catch you all later. Peace.